Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be continuing my playthrough of Megaman X. In the last episode, I took on Flame Mammoth and Mr. Boomer. And in this episode, I'll be fighting Sting Chameleon and Storm Eagle. I'll also be doing some backtracking and looking for some capsules and armor upgrades for X, as well as some heart tanks. Other than that, let's just get right into the action and take out some bosses. I really like going through Sting Chameleon's stage. Even though it's a forest stage, you can kind of see it's more like a robotic forest stage. It's not a natural forest that we're going through. It kind of gave me this eerie vibe, like something's watching like around every corner. You don't know when evil robots are gonna pop out and just attack you. And I really appreciate the design they put into this level. Now this mini boss, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what its name is, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool fight. So most of his attacks are just gonna involve him jumping around and trying to crush you, similar to like Flame Mammoth. You just gotta make sure when he jumps into the air, you move out of the way. He's gonna land where you were last at, just like Flame Mammoth. He has a couple of other attacks, like a grab. If he grabs you with his metal claw, he will throw you as hard as he can against the wall, and that's gonna leave you with a bunch of damage taken. If he ends up grabbing the wall with that claw, he's gonna drag himself to the edge of the stage. Anyone really notice how this robot kind of looks like he's grinning the whole time? I think it's a cool detail. Creepy, but cool. I also really appreciate the detail that they added. As soon as this guy takes enough damage, he starts letting out like little clouds of smoke. Kind of like how a computer overheats. I just thought that was a pretty cool detail. And there we go. Now that he's gone and taken care of, we'll be getting an armor upgrade from this capsule. For those of you who don't know, the hologram we saw, that guy inside the capsule, his name is Dr. Light, and he created X. And because he created X, a bunch of other robots were made too. Now that we have this armor upgrade, we'll be taking a lot less damage from enemies, and we'll be able to keep up with much harder bosses from here on out. Honestly, I forgot about those enemies, those robots that fall from the top of the screen, from the top of this cave. As a kid, I kind of missed out on a bunch of things. I eventually discovered them, like that green mini boss I fought. But the first time I went through all of this, I didn't really know he was up there, and I didn't know about these falling robots in the cave. It was kind of brutal the first time I ran through this, but hey, it was a fun challenge to go through. A cool little thing to mention about the extra life I just picked up. Anytime you die in this stage, you can just go back to that extra life and it'll always be there. There's no limit to how many times it spawns once you die, like over and over again. So you could essentially just get back the same life you just lost. I'm a huge fan of these ride armors, these bigger mechs I get to use in this stage. I really wish Megaman X games would include them in more gameplay. It's just so much fun to run around and destroying other robots with just a bigger controlled robot. I really like what they did at the end here with these ride armors, with these mechs, but now it's time to leave it behind and fight Sting Chameleon. Main reason why I'm fighting Sting Chameleon now is after fighting Boomer's energy weapon, the boomerang, is Sting Chameleon's weakness. You can pretty much just use the boomerang and infinitely stun lock Sting Chameleon and not let him do anything or move anywhere. Just this will not give him a chance to even breathe. And that's the whole boss fight. That's Sting Chameleon in a nutshell. He just jumps from one side of the stage to the other and tries to overwhelm you with attacks. And with that, we got Chameleon Sting. Now, personally, this energy weapon is not my favorite. I feel like it does too little damage to be useful, and it's sometimes inconsistent or too slow. Now, it's time to go after Storm Eagle. Now, Storm Eagle stage is one of my favorite stages in this entire game. Along with the music, it's kind of a banger. I really like the way they designed this stage. It's supposed to be modeled after an airport. Honestly, I don't see the airport design very well. I just think this place is very colorful, vibrant, and it's just frankly pretty cool. And over here we have the heart tank in this stage. If you're not careful, it's really easy to miss it and just overlook that heart tank. When I first played this game, I really didn't know it was up there. I kind of just threw X off that the little elevator and just coincidentally landed there and found the heart tank on accident. And over here there's going to be something else really important that I want to pick up. It's going to be another energy tank right behind this blue robot. Going back to the level design in this stage, I still am unable to see the airport inspiration they were going for, especially with these green tubes in the background. Maybe the airport or the airfield, whatever it is still under construction. I don't see that very well. I still think it's cool, and just really fun to play through. I really appreciate this level being more platform based. That just sets it apart from all of the other stages and bosses. This stage has a unique theme to it that is kind of hard to find in other stages. Boomer stage might have been similar to Storm Eagle stage in terms of how many platform sections there were, but this is side to side, where Boomer stage was more vertical, like climbing a tower. I just really like what they did here for Storm Eagle stage. Three extra life over here. And over here is the next armor upgrade. Now, getting up here is a little tricky if you didn't fight Chill Penguin first and get the leg upgrade. You're just not going to be able to get this upgrade. You have to go back and get those leg upgrades to be able to dash up there. Before blowing this up, when I was a kid, I never knew that these were propane tanks and that they could blow up. I always thought that they were part of the background and just ignored it. Thank you for the upgrade, Dr. Light. Now, this helmet upgrade, visually, it looks cool. I think what it does by breaking ceiling tiles is amazing and creative. Unfortunately, this helmet upgrade is kind of a missed opportunity. Aside from breaking these tiles over here, it's not really gonna have much use in this entire game. There's only one other place we need to use this helmet upgrade, and that's to get another armor upgrade. So sadly, I think this helmet upgrade was a missed opportunity. It should have had more involvement in the gameplay within this game. If you're not careful around those helicopter robots, they will pick you up and blow up while holding on to you. It's not something that's too alarming or too inconvenient, but if you're not careful, they could just drop you into a pit and off the stage. And here we are at Storm Eagle stage. Man, this is such a cool way to introduce a boss and just have him come in for a fight. I mean, look at that. Part of the stage blows up and he just lands on here just to try and kill you. It's pretty cool. Now, Storm Eagle's weakness is going to be Sting Chameleon's energy weapon. If you're not careful, Storm Eagle will easily overwhelm you and overpower you. This boss fight is a lot harder without the leg upgrades and without access to X's dash. Even with the audio cues Storm Eagle gives ahead of time, it's still kind of hard to see or know where he's coming from. The best advice I can give you guys is just to keep moving, make it hard for Storm Eagle to hit you in the first place. And that's it for this boss fight. I really like Stormy. I think what they did with him was super creative. Now we got Storm Tornado. This has to be one of the most fun energy weapons to use in any situation in this game. Now let's head back over to Flame Mammoth stage and get the final armor upgrade available for X. Okay guys, and the last upgrade is right down here. Like I mentioned before, this is the only other place that we really need the helmet upgrade. After this, we really won't be able to use or take advantage of the helmet upgrade. Now this jump is really annoying. It has to be a very well timed jump to be able to get up there. Otherwise, it's just really gonna be a headache if you mistime the jump or just miss it even by a pixel. There we go. Man, this charge shot is just so cool to use and see. We get not 2 levels of charge shots for X, but now we got a 3rd. And like Dr. Light just mentioned, this charge shot will be able to affect every other energy weapon we currently have. Let me just show you guys how the new charged attacks look like for each energy weapon I currently have. My favorite charged attack has to be with Fire Wave. This attack will run through the entire stage until it hits a wall. Even if it destroys a robot, it'll keep going. Now, Chameleon Sting's charge shot just makes X invisible. Anything and any other robot that tries to attack him will just pass right through him. And we can shoot back and fight back if we want to. This is pretty good in terms of how long it lasts. Sadly, I don't think I'll be using it too much, if at all, through my playthrough. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you enjoyed it so far, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell icon so you're notified of my newest uploads. Until next time guys, take care.